Baby, the goal is not to be a rich man's wife. It's to be a rich wife. Clock it. It's a big difference.
There's too many women focused on how to manifest a rich man instead of focusing on how to manifest the riches for themselves. Yeah. Just because that man is rich, that doesn't mean you're rich. Let's clock it. Having your own money means you have your own insurance policy and you can afford to leave any situation you don't want to be in.
I'm probably the only female on this planet Earth that do not care about a nigga that got a bunch of money. Like, I am not the type of female that would chase after a nigga because he got money. Like, when you a real female and you know how to make your own money and you know your survival skills do not depend off of a man, baby, a lot of these niggas do not impress you. Like, I be seeing how easy some of these women be going when a nigga flash money in their face. But baby, flash your money in my face, that don't do nothing to me. It ain't my money. It's not my bank account. So why would I get happy over somebody else's fun? And then if you already know how the game go, y'all know that once these niggas be done with y'all, they gonna take everything they came with. And a lot of the time, these niggas will leave you broke as hell. Baby, that's why I go out and I hustle and I make my own money. So that when I get with a nigga, I won't go broke just in case he leave me. I don't like my survival skills being based upon somebody else. I don't like nobody having control over whether I eat or not. I see a lot of y'all females get into these relationships and then after y'all break up with the nigga, y'all crying because y'all don't have nothing to y'all name. Make sure you got your own hustle no matter what situation you in. I don't care if you are married. Make sure you got your own funds. Stack up your own shit. Cause baby, I'm telling y'all, most of these niggas is not to be trusted. A lot of these men get satisfaction after leaving you and knowing that you don't have nothing to your name and you struggling. A lot of these niggas be wanting you to want them. Like when I be seeing females that be saying, oh, my man would never do me like this. Or my husband, he gonna take care of me. That ain't always the case. Because if anything was to happen to that man, guess what? You still gonna need your own funds. Baby, don't let these niggas be y'all survival skill. Because a lot of y'all will be out here hungry.
Help me understand something. Why are you ladies meeting a man today and then telling them you can't afford to pay your bills, you don't know how you're gonna eat? That's broke B behavior. Yeah. Now you allowed him to downgrade you. Now because you can't afford basic things for yourself, now he's gonna do the bare minimum for you. I get you don't want to waste your time with a man and you want to make sure the man is actually going to provide some type of substance, but we are in a new era. Men do not want broke beasts, girls that can't even afford to eat. You can't afford to eat and you out here dating? Your priorities is messed up. And I definitely have to clock it because you know I always do. Some of you are looking for men to solve your problem. And then you wonder why you get the bottom of the barrel. Because you're at the bottom of the barrel too. Yeah. If you are not stable as a woman, you should not be dating. You need to figure out how you can be stable and then start dating so you can attract someone that's on that level as you. That's why it's so important. Instead of you to invest $600, $700 to look good to attract a rich man, how about you invest in yourself? Get that money up so that you can afford access to certain places where it's not that you're operating from a place of desperation where it's like, oh God, I gotta get a rich man next week because I need my bills paid. No, your bills are already paid. Yeah, so he can't play in your face. I don't have to spend my money because you're not supposed to ever spend your money. It's always save yours and spend his. But you need to have your insurance policy. Your insurance policy is the money you make for yourself because you should not be having no man play in your face for some damn money. No.
One thing I am really starting to hate when I get on this app, okay, is this is what you need to do to be rich. This is what you need to do to get a rich man. You know, these are the best people to follow. This is the best clothes to wear. You need to hold your fork like this. You need to do this. You need to do that. I'm going to say something. As someone who has become upwardly mobile in my life, went from being a poor person to, quite frankly, life is good, but also somebody who was educated my entire life around people who are very wealthy, am close friends with people who are the children of billionaires, people who are multimillionaires in their own right, people who are old money multimillionaires, people who are new money multimillionaires, people who are professional athletes. I'm gonna tell you something that none of the other people are telling you, okay? Your best Zara will never create the life that you want it to create. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. If you're like, oh, I want the rich guy who works at the hedge fund, who does this and that, you need to meet that rich guy in undergrad. You need to meet him in business school, in law school. You need to meet him at, that friend's party at their apartment in Tribeca. You're not gonna meet that man sitting in the hotel bar at the Ned. Like, I'm sorry, we're just taking tactics that were used by sex workers, quite frankly, and there's nothing wrong with sex work. I support all the girls who get down and dirty, not a problem. But those are sex worker tactics that you're taking and trying to utilize to create this like dream life. I'm gonna say something that Nicki Minaj said when she was performing on Good Morning America over 10 years ago. Stay in school. Hard work. Work hard. It pays off. Grr. Do that, okay? Do that. Go to school. Please. Stop letting TikTok rot your mind and make you think that, you know, you're gonna secure this rich man and do all these things. Once again, your best Zara will not be able to compete with really nice Max Mara. It won't be able to compete with Ralph Lauren Purple Label. Please. Turn it on. Turn it on.
Babe, there are women building multi-million-dollar empires and buying land, and you're worried about how to speak softer so a man can choose you? That sounds absolutely insane to me. Instead of worrying about being picked and being chosen, why not worry about building the most incredible, abundant life for yourself that no one could ever take away from you? Why are we telling women that they should date men that require them to be more quiet and dim their light and be a lesser, watered down version of themselves? You forgot that the man is not the prize. Your freedom is. The lifestyle is. And you can give that to yourself very, very quickly when you tap into your own authenticity. I decentered men in my 20s. I stopped dating for 2 years and I became a multimillionaire. My business is nearly at $5 million now. And I never sat there thinking, how can I get someone to like me more and to choose me and to pick me? Because I promise you, no person outside of you can fill the void that lives inside of you. No one. Only you can fill that void. Only you can create your own fulfillment and your own happiness. Having a partner in your life is the cherry on top to the happiness that you've already built for yourself. You deserve to give yourself the life that you've always.
You hear what she said? Having a partner in your life is the cherry on top. No, it's the cherry on top. So, in other words, you have to be able to have your own money. You have to be able to be rich. You have to have your own money, your own life going well for you before you think of a man. And when a man comes, it's not going to be the light. It's just going to be a light added to your own shiny light. Because if a man comes to your life and you are broke, you are just there waiting for a rich guy to sweep you up your feet. If he leave you, you are still going to be left alone. But some ladies are very smart, like they will use the rich men to build themselves. While some ladies are not as smart. They will think the money is there to stay. They will not do anything. They will just be there enjoying the money. You understand? So it's very good, my advice, to have something doing as a woman. Have something doing in this society that women are facing through a lot of troubles. Have your own money so that when a man said it is over, you are not going to break down that you are walking out of the relationship empty-handed. No, you already have your own money. You have your own income. You have your own business. You have your own billions, your own companies. So a man comes, stays, or leave, you do not care. Because you have your own money. You can take care of yourself. You can buy things for yourself. You can travel all over the world. You can travel all over the world. Because you have your own money. Don't let a man be the light in your life. Let him be the light added to your own shining light. To your own already shining light, ladies. It's time to get rich. It's time to start making our own money. It's time.
Listen, don't chase a rich man, be a rich woman. I used to think that the key to a soft life was through a man, right? And we're always fed this narrative, but that Cinderella story, waiting in a dusty cellar, that era is so over. Relying on a man is not a business plan, right? Because when you give someone the power to feed you, you also give them the power to starve you. And I feel like the truth is we tend to give our power away before we even tap into how powerful, talented, gifted, capable we are our own selves. I don't just work to be rich in money. I work to be rich in spirit and autonomy and my peace, so that anyone that comes along is adding to it, not an escape from it. And I encourage other women to go be audacious, go get in this world and get after it for yourself. You don't have to wait around for permission or for someone to come save you. You are fully capable to go and build that life for yourself. I hear so many stories of women down the line wishing they had taken their youthful years to pour into themselves, to be selfish, to go after their dreams and their desires, rather than tying their whole identity to someone else or someone else's pockets. I think one of the most valuable things you get in this pursuit of pursuing your dreams or doing things for yourself is finding out who you are. And as I've gotten older, I realized the soft life isn't just luxury, it's autonomy, it's peace. It is the ability for me to make decisions for me because I have worked to provide the ability to do so. And that is hot, that is powerful, that is independence, that gives you a sense of confidence that no one can take from you. So please give to yourself what you're looking around for others to give you.
Ladies, don't look to marry a rich husband, become a rich woman. I've seen like this trend on TikTok now. A lot of girls are thinking they're gonna find like a rich husband. He's gonna do everything for you. It's a trap, please. Like maybe 1 out of 10 of those marriages are happy, but most of the time these men are gonna be cheating, doing whatever they want, and you're not gonna be able to divorce them because you don't have anything to divorce with. You're gonna be broken on the streets without this man. Like we know so many people, like me and my family, I can give you so many examples of women who married someone who was rich. They had children together. She gave up her career. She raised the children. Then he started cheating on her and left her for his mistress. This has happened so many times. So you're gonna be stuck. Believe me when I say get an education, start your own business. We don't need these guys. If you have your own money, you're gonna be independent. And when you're independent, you're gonna marry for love and nothing else but that. Because why would you spend time with a guy who you don't need to be with? You wanna be with a guy you want to be with. And I'm not saying that you can't marry a rich man. If you find like a really good guy that has a lot of money, go for it, of course. But to actively be looking only for a credit card, like this is not gonna end well. Like,
ladies, do not sell your soul. I know that you're looking at the rich guy and you want him to buy you the things and take you to the places, but I'm telling you right now, do not sell your soul. It's not worth it. If he leaves you, you're not going to be able to replicate that success. Another thing, I see these young women with these older men that have money. Is that the kind of impression you want to leave behind? Be a woman of value. Bring value to the table and stop demoralizing yourself. Stop degrading yourself. You are capable of having a smart man, a hot man, and a rich man. But the way that you're going to get the smart, rich man is for you to be the smart, rich, ripped woman.
Clock it. Clock the it. When you have money, you can have the smart, hot, sexy man on earth if you want. You see the way when men have money, you know, when a man have money, they can have the hottest, smartest woman on earth. That is exactly what is going to happen to you when you have your own money. Ladies, learn to make your own money. It's very important.
This is not going to resonate with everybody, but I'm going to say it anyway. Stop waiting for the rich man. Become the rich woman. Build something for yourself. Make your own money. Create your own opportunities. Your financial savior is not coming. And even if he does, why are you so comfortable putting your entire life and stability in somebody else's hands? That's a dangerous mindset to have. As a woman, there's so much peace and power in knowing that your lifestyle, your stability, and your freedom are not dependent on somebody's son deciding to choose you. And trust me, this is coming from somebody who always says, I would love to be a housewife. Oh, I would love that. But I know, and I've shown myself that I'm capable of getting it on my own, so I cannot make that my entire plan. So get it on your own, create your own financial freedom. Let a relationship be a beautiful addition to your life, not an entire life plan. The goal is to build a life that you actually want. That is the real soft life.
I wish when I was in my 20s, someone told me this, that proximity to men that are rich does not make you rich as a woman. I wish we were not indoctrinated that our worth is going to marry a rich man, but for us to be a rich woman for ourselves. Many women, especially Nigerian women, because that is where I come from, we have been indoctrinated that our worth is to grow, maybe go to a little bit of school, get married, and let the man take care of us and make sure we get married to someone that is rich. It automatically makes us rich. That is the first lie sold to women. Proximity to men does not make you rich. It only makes him richer because behind him, you are standing behind him. So you are going to push him. I wish someone told me in my 20s that you can be a rich woman by yourself by locking in. At a point in your life, especially if you come from a family where there is no wealth for you to inherit, like you are making your own money from the scratch, right? You might need to lock in. That it means you need to leave men alone for a particular period of time and go and lock in chasing money. I'm going to tell you this, whether men agree or not. I'm talking to you girlies. Money stops nonsense. Money give you status. Money reduce the amount of shit someone is going to give to you. And I'm going to hold your hand and tell you this. Proximity to men does not give you money. Money comes from you working hard. Money comes from you having a set out goal and seeing through it. Because I've noticed when I was a pick-me, right, that my whole world and identity is centered on being with a man. I will see things that are supposed to give me money. I will not do them because I want to be with a man. But when I drop that identity of pick-meism, I will go chase money before I will come chase a man. And that is the truth. This is the reason I fear being poor than I fear not having a man in my life, because life is terrible to women in general, but life is it is 10 times terrible to women that are poor and does not have financial freedom. That is why I will always advise women, lock in, make that money for yourself, do whatever you can to make money, and you will never regret it. Trust me.
I know girl can say they want a rich man. Me no want a rich man, I want to be a rich blood clot woman. And you know what the sad truth is? Enough of them rich man here, disgusting than the broke man them. Let me tell you this. You see, when a man rich and having money is very fucking entitled. And you see, you as a woman when you have nothing, first of all, them just a go fuck you out and get little and nothing. Secondly, them probably want to try some things where you never tried before, like what them call us in there, when them piss by you? Yeah, golden shower. Enough of them king can't in a them shit there. Enough of them have to do some things to get some money from them. Enough of them a take enough of how much girl pan uno and enough to see it and live with it because uno want them money.
When a man is rich, when you go for a rich man, rich men are very entitled to a poor woman. If you are poor and you are with a rich man, they tend to be very entitled to you. Like you are like a slave in your own home. Like, come on, guys. They show all these things to us in the movie. In the movie, you will see a rich man getting married to a poor girl. The family will not respect her. They will abuse her. Even sometimes the husband will be tired of her because she is poor. In fact, the family will be trying to introduce their son to this powerful, rich, influential girl. They are showing all this to us in the movie. What does that tell you? They are trying to tell you that a rich man, does not want to be among the poor people. You know, when I was young, in my head, whenever I see a rich guy getting married to a rich girl, I'm always sad. I'll be like, why is nobody getting married to the poor ones? Who is going to get married to the poor girls? That was my mentality back then when I was a child, a little girl. Now I tend to realize that when you are poor and you get married to a rich man, you are pretty much like a slave in your own marriage. Nobody will respect you because duh, you were poor. Even if you are in love with your husband, in their mind, they will say you are with him because he is rich. You are there for the money, even though you truly, genuinely love this man. Then you will see the parents trying to force him to marry this elegant, smart, rich, billionaire young lady. So that's to tell you that as a woman, you have to have your own money. You have to be able to take care of your home. Surprise your husband once in a while. Pay the rent. Let him know that you are capable. Just in case if the relationship or the marriage is going to end, you can take care of yourself. You don't have to be spending money for him. Just have your own money. Once he's getting ready to go to work, make sure you yourself, you're also getting ready to go to your own business. There will be respect. You see that word housewife, even when I was a child, I always said to myself, I don't want to be a housewife. Because I grew up seeing my mom going to work. My dad will leave the house. My mom will also leave the house. My mom was never a housewife. So I've already have that mentality that I want to be like my mom. My mom is a very strong woman. So my mom is not a housewife. Why would I want to be a housewife? Even if I get married to a rich man, you will not make me a housewife. Get me a shop. I want to be getting up, getting dressed, going to my business. Housewife in this generation, it's not possible. You cannot dim my light just because I'm married to you when I have a lot to offer in the society. So with that being said, ladies, learn to make your own money, learn to be useful in this society, learn to be the rich woman. Stop getting all pretty just to go out there to get yourself a rich man, a sugar daddy, a daddy bear. No, no. You have to make your own money. Trust me. When you make your own money, there is this power you have in a relationship. When you make your own money, your man will be secretly proud of you. Although they don't say it because they are very proud. They are these proud speeches. I don't know. But they will be proud of you. He can be able to say, yeah, my wife owned that business. And my wife is the owner of this business. My wife, men love that. What are you doing? Just want to be at home? Why? If the relationship ended, how are you going to cope? Do you have money? Are you thinking of after the divorce, your partner is going to give you? Sometimes some men are very, very, very evil. When they break up with you, you get nothing, especially when you don't have a child for that man. When you have children with them, maybe you can have something. But is that enough? Make your own money. Make your own money. And trust me, when you make your own money, when you are that rich woman, you are going to get the smart, the hottest guy in town. Do you know why? Your money speaks. Anyway, ladies, we've come to the ending of this video. I hope you really take one or two from this video. If you're a lady out there and you are just there waiting for a rich man, no. Get your ass up. Get up from that chair or wherever you are watching me. Get yourself a job, something small to do, and you are going to be so, so glad you did. Your future self is going to thank you for that. I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like and don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.